your hand there, brushing that hair straight up into your hand. And then that way when she looks up, you can see it, all that tension. Anyone have any questions?
One thing with the 413 that we learned too is, and I never do any long hair. Can I steal you just for a second, Jessica? So what we want to do is, for me, I always want to break down everything in system. The reason why is because then it takes the emotion out and it takes out talent. Someone who has talent and someone who works in system, if they both work in system, the talent gets equalized. Does that make sense? Okay? So what we want to do is when you go through with your 413, when you're going through, if you notice, how many of you guys, when you watch Jenny, it just, I mean, honestly, like her backcombing, she did it and it was just perfect. I mean, it just worked. It's not always going to work that way, so we have to have a system to be able to create it. So what you want to do is you want to put your 413 on the back of the 413 on the hair when you're going through. Now some people will say, do I have to do this whole thing every single time? You don't have to, but if you want to get better, you will. Okay? So when we go through, what we'll do is we'll lay the back of the 413 on the hair, we'll turn that over, and then we'll lock down. Does that make sense? So as we go through, we'll go in, turn over, and rock down. Okay? So if you notice when Jenny was going through, she was taking it and she was almost turning her brush over, but it happened very quick. If you can take that little system of taking it from here and turning it over and working down, you're going to find that you're going to be so much more prepared as you go. Now, as you work through it, can you just tilt and rock? Yes, but if you tilt and rock before you get the actual technique down, the more and more shortcuts you take, as opposed to the foundation, your foundation is going to be very, very flimsy. Does that make sense?